What if I told you your brain is being hacked? Not by a science fiction supercomputer or some genuine villain in the lab coat, but by the very app you open every single day. Every swipe, every ping, every glowing red notification isn't accidental. It's carefully engineered to hijack your dopamine system, the same reward circuit that once helped the humans survive in the wild. But instead of rewarding you for finding food, shelter, or connection, it now rewards you for likes, reels, and endless scrolling. Over time, this constant dopamine drip doesn't just distract you, it rewires the architect of your brain. Your attention span shrinks, your focus fractures, and your ability to think deeply begins to rot. This isn't just a bad habit, this is brain rot. And I get it, I feel it too, that itch in my brain that refuses to sit still. I'll open a YouTube, scroll through 10 thumbnails, and then close it without watching anything. I'll pick up a book, but then words start swimming after the 2 pages. Movies feels too long, silence feels unbearable. That's when I realized this isn't just distraction, it's not just laziness, it has a name now, a word that's gone from being a meme to an Oxford Dictionary word of the year called brain rot. Let me confess something before we go deeper. The only reason I'm making this video is because I'm scared. I'm scared of losing my ability to focus, scared of losing the joy of slow things, reading, writing, and thinking. And I thought, what the better way to understand the brain rot than to study it, where it comes from, why it's happening, and what we can actually do about it. So, if you are still here, stick with me for the next few minutes, because what's happening inside your head right now is unlike anything in the human history. Here is where it gets wild. Your brain hasn't evolved in 200,000 years. Still the same hunter-gatherer hardware. See, his brain is basically identical to ours, and it evolves with one primary job: pay attention to what matters and ignore what doesn't. If he spotted a predator, fear and adrenaline surge. If he found berry, joy and dopamine followed. That tiny squirt of dopamine was the brain's way of saying, this is important, remember this. But fast forward to 2025, and instead of stumbling upon the lion once in the wild, we stumble across 10,000 Instagram a day. Every ping, every meme, every scroll, dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. Our brain are wired for scarcity, but our feed serves us an infinite novelty. The result is something called reward predicting error loop. The more you scroll, the less satisfying it feels. So you chase the next hit and next hit and the next. You basically turn your phone into a slot machine, and the cost is real. In 2004, the average human attention span was about 2.5 minutes. By 2023, it has collapsed to just 47 seconds. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision making and self-control, is under siege. Sitting still feels like punishment. Reading a book feels like a torture. Silence has become unbearable. Teachers report that students can't sit through a single lesson. Even a movie, once considered a quick form of storytelling, now feels too long. Patience for long form anything, books, films, even conversation is collapsing. Mental health data shows rising anxiety, restlessness, and intolerance for boredom. Boredom, once crucial for creativity, is now avoided like a virus. Here is an uncomfortable truth. Brain rot isn't accidental. It's a business model. Social platform runs on pervasive design, notification, infinite scroll, bright color, all engineered to maximize your screen time. Because if you are not paying for the product, then you are the product. Your attention is being sold second by second. The consequences are measurable. Higher rate of anxiety and depression, disrupted sleep cycle, and dopamine desensitization, making ordinary pleasure feels dull compared to the firework of the feed. The more you scroll, the less rewarding the real life feels. So is there a way out? Fortunately, yes, your brain is plastic. It rewires itself with a practice. Just as a brain rot erodes focus, deliberate actions can rebuild it. Start small, 5 minutes of deep focus, then 10, then 20. Create an environment that makes distraction harder than the focus. Put your phone out of reach, install an app blocker, make scrolling inconvenient. Yeah, that's important. Schedule a boredom, sit in the silence, let your dopamine baseline reset. Practice mindfulness consumption. After every video or article, pause and ask yourself what you actually learned, and most importantly, shift from passive consumption to active creation. Write, draw, build, journal. Replace endless input with a meaningful output. It's hard at first, like quitting a sugar, but slowly the fog lifts, clarity returns. So here is a question. If an entire generation grows up with a brain rot, what becomes our culture? Do we lose depth, or do we evolve into something faster, more fragmented, but no less meaningful? History will decide. But for now, every scroll is a choice. If you made it this far, you have already proven you can resist the scroll. That's matter. 100,000 years ago, a survival depend on a selective focus. In 2025, survival may depend on relearning it. So before you click away, pause. Sit with this for a 60 seconds and ask yourself, what can I do differently tomorrow to protect my brain from rotting? Because brain rot isn't just slang, it's a culture, it's scientific, it's personal, and the cure starts with awareness. Now it's your turn. What are your brain rot habits and what helps you to fight them? Share this with the friend who are scrolling their life away, or maybe just close this app, step outside and stare at the tree for a while. Your neurons will thank you. I am Abhijit Satani and I believe your brain is worth saving.